Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Kate Robinson. Thanks for jumping on our Great Escape Zoom tonight. We've got some amazing things to share with you tonight, and we've also got some of our team launching their businesses for the first time, which is super exciting. So I really want to have a big shout out to Joe, Sally, Sal, and Rose. Congratulations on launching your business. Congratulations on tonight, and thank you everyone who's jumped on to support them. It is really exciting for them, and it's also really lovely that you've jumped on to support them. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for joining us. Just a little bit to introduce myself. As I said, my name's Kate. I've been involved in the Juice Plus company now since March last year. I first got introduced to the products and the program, so the Juice Plus products and the Juicy Body Transformation program. I got introduced to those in September 2015, and I loved the ethics behind the product and the program. It really made sense for me and my family, and we're going to talk a lot about that in a little while and share that with you, and you'll hear some great stories of what it's done for us, and what we've been able to achieve in terms of our health and our lifestyle for ourselves and our family. So I love the products in the program. They made immediate sense. I also saw the opportunity that Juice Plus presents as an online business, and I got to see that early on as well, back in September 2015. However, I said no to the business because I had, limiting beliefs, and one of my limiting beliefs was that I didn't have enough time. I was a full-time working mum. I had 2 young children, one at daycare, one at school, and also my husband worked away, and I really didn't think that I could fit anything else in my busy life. But I loved the products and the program. They did amazing things for me, and for 6 months I just loved being a customer. But what I did in that time, I witnessed amazing results in terms of lifestyle and financial freedom for the people that I knew, the friends that I knew. And after 6 months of really kind of struggling with the juggle of being a full-time working mum and running around after 2 boys with a husband that worked away, I realised that all of that juggle was really not getting me anywhere. It wasn't getting me closer to the things that I actually wanted, which number one for me was time. I wanted more time for myself and more time for my family. And number two, I needed more money because there was always more month than there was money. And I knew that more money would give me more time to have with my kids and to have for myself. So I said yes to the business. And that was in March last year. And I have absolutely loved the journey that I've had over those 18 months now almost. In that time, I've done this in stolen moments. I've worked very, very part-time, like I'm talking 15 minutes a day is all I would put into this business. And I've been able to build it up consistently over time so that in August this year, I got to quit my full-time job. I got to give myself the biggest gift of time and the biggest gift to my family of time. And now I get to design my day. I get to work when I want, with who I want and where I want. And this business, as you'll hear later on, is really all about helping people because our product and our program is all about helping people. So I really am passionate. I'm inspired. It's an amazing community, and I now get to give that back to my team and to people that want to make that change in their life too, create more financial stability, more time freedom, and get to do the things that they love with the people that they love, and not the things that they have to because that's what we're conditioned to do. So we're gonna talk a little bit now about the products, and I'm gonna share that tonight because I am super passionate about the products in the program, and it is really what first interested me. So just to start, we have like two simple products, right? So it's not a massive catalogue, which I absolutely love. And we don't have to remember a lot of stuff because it's really simple. It's fruits, veggies, and berries in capsules. It sounds too good to be true, but it's not. In these 3 beautiful, bright containers, I guess you call them, is 27 varieties of fruit, veggies, and berries. And it's not just any fruit, veg, and berries. These are the highest grade, nutrient-dense fruit, veg, and berry. They are GMO-free and pesticide-free, and they've been allowed to vine ripen. So unlike our fruit and veg at Coles or Woolies, they've not been picked before their ripeness and then stored and then gassed to ripen. These are ripened on the vine or in the ground, or on the tree, wherever they're from, and they're picked at their absolute denseness, and then on the farms they are actually crushed. So it's a whole food, it's a whole plant. It's not a segmented multivitamin like you get in the shops. It wasn't made in a lab. This was made on the farm, it was crushed on the farm, and then the water and sugar is extracted. So what is left is all of the nutrients of that plant, and then it's dried at low temperatures and popped into a really neat vegan capsule. So these are 100% natural, they're 100% whole food, and they're safe for absolutely everybody, which I love. If you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, if you're a child, they're 100% safe from birth to death, basically. And the stories and lives that it's changed in that cycle of life is amazing. So these made absolute sense to me because I know as a busy full-time working mum, I struggled to get fruit and veg into myself and my family each and every day. Now, I know the Australian standard is something like 5 to 7 serves of vegetables and 2 to 3 serves of fruit. But in fact, the World Health Organization recommends that we have at least 10 to 12 serves of fruit and veg every single day. And to be honest, there was no way in a busy life I was able to do that. And for me, this made sense in terms of helping our family bridge the gap. So it doesn't replace the fruit and vegetables that we should be eating. We should still all aim to eat more. But this definitely bridges that nutrient gap that we're missing. And that's really starting to show up in terms of our health and the disease and the rate of disease that is currently, becoming an epidemic in our society. So this made 100% sense to me. And my husband's a celiac, so I knew that he really struggled to absorb nutrients from food. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was a simple, convenient way for us to get that gap and get that nutrition that we needed. And what I loved about that was that as adults taking this, we were able to sponsor both of our children for free on what we call the Child Health Study, which is the largest child health study in the world. There's over 1 million children enrolled. And so every adult gets to sponsor a child. It doesn't have to be their own child. It can be any child between the ages of 4 to 18 to get a chewable version for free. So these are our fruit chews, fruit and veggie chews, so fruit and veggie chews, around the wrong way. And they contain 17 varieties of fruits and vegetables. So they're exactly the same as the capsules, and they're in a really simple chewable version for the kids. Again, 100% natural, GMO-free, pesticide-free, and not a synthetic multivitamin. So there will be no disco wee. You've probably taken a fragmented multivitamin before, and your wee turns yellow, goes a bit smelly, and that's basically your body just passing it all out. It didn't get absorbed. This is whole food. It's whole plants, and our bodies are designed to eat more plants. So it goes into the bloodstream. It goes to work, and it works on our micronutrition. So it really helps boost our nutrition that we're getting from fruits and veggies every day. And what we see with this is that, I definitely saw this with my 6-year-old, or who was 5 back then. when he started, he loved his fruits. He didn't love his veggies. And after taking Juice Plus just for, a short period of time, like 4 or 5 weeks it was basically, he was starting to actually go into the fruit and veg crisper and pull out cucumbers and carrots. As we were walking out the door, he would grab that as a snack as we left the house. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm hungry, Mum, I'm having a cucumber. Like, okay then, what's going on? And I realized, and it's like attracts like. So by putting these into his body every day, it was causing his palate, it was causing his neurological functions to change and actually crave more fruit and vegetables. So now I don't have that battle at dinner time anymore. He actually wants to eat the fruit and veg, and he's now starting to snack on that as well. So I absolutely love that about the Chews, and the fact that we're the company with the heart and we get it to give to our children for free for 4 years is amazing, and it's been priceless. I have seen our immune systems increase. So instead of getting, every cold, every illness come home from daycare with my 5-year-old, and now 6 and 8-year-olds they are, where we get one cold a year in our house, and our bodies have been able to fight that better and quicker, and it's not resulted in having to go to the doctor, having to go on antibiotics. For me, I've seen a massive decrease in the amount of doctor visits that we've had, in the amount of antibiotics that we've had in the family. And again, that's priceless for me, because I begrudged having to go and pay money for pharmaceuticals that were never really fixing the problem. And this, I feel, is actually starting to fix that problem. It's starting to bridge that nutrient gap. So I absolutely love that. And as I mentioned before, we've just got 2 products. Our other product is what we call our complete whole food powder. So this is an amazing whole food drink. It's not a meal replacement drink by any means, because we don't recommend that you just have this and nothing else. What this does help us do is bridge the gap in our diet, in our macronutrients. So, we should as adults be eating 5 to 6 meals a day. Hands up everyone out there that has more than 3 meals a day. Just a show of hands. Who has more than 3 meals a day? Hands up, nice and high. Yeah, that's less than half of everyone on here. So, that's really a nutrient gap. Again, it's a macronutrient gap. Our bodies need, their machines and they need fuel. So we should be eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. This really just helps busy people, who was me, bridge that nutrient gap in my day. My husband and I love this product. So do my kids. But my husband and I, we struggled every day with breakfast. It was like, get up, get ready for work, get the kids ready for school, try and eat something and get out the door as fast as you can. And really, my breakfast was 0 nutrients. It was a cup of coffee and a piece of toast. There was nothing in there that was going to sustain me for any longer than the 5 minutes it took to eat it. I was hungry again immediately. So this, it's made of amazing superfoods. It's a plant-based protein. So there's a great mix of protein, fiber and fat. And so what it does, it's a whole nourishing meal. And I use it as my smoothie booster in the morning. So does my husband. We whip up a smoothie together. And I'm now no longer hungry 5 minutes later. I'm sustained until my next meal. My kids love it now as well. My 8-year-old's drinking it before he goes to his afternoon sports session. So I love this because it helps people, again, conveniently package whole foods. And just bridge that nutrient gap. And, the awesome thing is we don't advocate meal replacements at all. We advocate bridging the gap and building our nutrition. And the other thing that we do is we give our clients, every single client, access to a free lifestyle program. Hope you can see this clearly, but this is our Juicy Body Transformation Program. And really, guys, this was the seller for me. I absolutely loved the convenience of the products, but I was struggling with my education around food, whole clean foods, when to eat them, how to eat them, what they were, and recipes that made it delicious and not feeling like I was constantly on a diet. So I was on a weight loss journey of my own. I'd lost 11 kilos through calorie control. And it really did feel like every time I sat down for dinner, I was on a diet and the rest of the family were eating normal. And I wanted to turn that. I wanted to turn it so that we were all eating healthy. And it wasn't just that I was eating something different and something smaller. So this really was an education about food, whole, clean food, how to eat it, and also how to cook it and make it delicious for the whole family. So we have this available for all of our customers for life. We have a support group. We even have amazing things like an 8-week shred, and every now and again we get together and we offer everyone who wants to kick it up a level, and we give them the opportunity to do an 8-week shred, which we're currently doing now. So I love that. It's a whole support community. There are hundreds and hundreds of recipes in this guide and other recipe books that we've got. They're all ebooks, so it's all new age technology. You can have it on your tablet, or you can be old school and print it out like me. But I love this. This is our free, our awesome value for our customers. And for me, this was the seller. I needed to bring health and vitality to our family's plate without it being a fight or feeling like I was on a diet. And now I get to do this with the JBT. So enough about me. I think it's really important that we hear from other people. And I know, as I said tonight, we've got some amazing new team launching. So I know they're very nervous, but we're all in a very safe place here, and we're gonna hear from them. So I'm gonna reach out to Sally first. So Sally, I'll just unmute and spotlight you, hun. And if you can just share for us, how are you, hun?
Good. You?
Awesome. Good. So if you can just share for us tonight, what got you interested in taking the Juice Plus products in the program? What got you excited? What have you noticed so far, and what are you excited about for the future?
Okay, then. Well, I've been watching the products for about 12 months. I spoke to Michaela 12 months ago about them and sort of thought, oh, nah. And so in June this year, that's when I joined the program, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't do it 12 months ago. It's just so easy. It's ridiculously easy. I've had really positive results. I feel amazing, and I don't think I felt this good when I was 21. So I'm 34 now, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome. So what sort of benefits have you noticed for yourself?
Oh, I've got way more energy. My skin's a lot clearer. I've lost over 8 kilos. Just really happy, positive results. I crave like weird vegetables and things now that I never did before. I love it. I can't go a day without it.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing tonight, Sally, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to hand it over to Rose, who's also launching tonight. So let me find you, Rose.
Hi.
Hi, Rose. So
Hi.
Congratulations tonight. Just tell me, what got you interested in the Juice Plus products? Why did they make sense for you? And, what are you excited about?
Well, I'm a mum of 2. I've got a 2.5-year-old and a 7-month-old. I posted on a mums and bubs forum, and just that I was having a hard time. I was, tired. I was on some medication that wasn't working well with me and the baby, breastfeeding. And Aroha, she's part of the group as well. And she actually inboxed me, and, she was so kind and caring and really thoughtful, and sent me a link and just said sort of, have a look at it. And I did, and I thought it was too good to be true. And it was just, I wasn't really sure about it. So I researched it, and I watched the testimonials, and I loved it even more. And coming from a beauty background, I've been in beauty since 2009, and I love that it was TGA approved because I know how hard it is to get that. And the university studies that have been on it were amazing. And I always want to help people, so I didn't know where to start. And like, this has just given me my confidence back at home, even like just to wake up during the day. And I sort of have a goal for the day, and I'm not as crazy on my kids. Even just, just the positive vibes around people and seeing that every day is just like, it's really changed my whole attitude. And like, just to help people, and if I can, make people feel like it's changed me in the last few weeks, then, I'll be happy with that. So I can't wait. This is just the start of my journey, and I really can't wait to excel and do whatever I can to help people.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Rose, and congratulations on launching tonight.
Thank you.
And, Rose brings up a really great point that I didn't mention before, and I'm glad that she did. We have over 20 double-blind studies done on our Juice Plus products, and they're done in universities, as Rose said, all around the world. So I love that. If you love science, if you love clinical research, we have access to all those publications, and you can definitely check those out and take a look, because I think it's important, as you said, Rose. It is TGA approved, but it's really important to go and do your research. And we actually have a plethora of research that you can go and check out over, 5 amazing areas of health that it's impacted. So thank you for bringing that up, Rose. So I'm also going to hand over to Jo now, who is also going to share her story tonight. And I know Jo's been on the product for a little while now, Jo, so I'd love to hear, how's the product helped you and also your beautiful son, and, what benefits have you found from taking the products and following the program?
Yep. Firstly, hi to everyone that's logged on for me. Thanks for coming in. Hi. So I've been on the products for 12 months now. Last year, my son was sick constantly. We were best friends with the doctor. He was on antibiotics all the time. He was probably at kindy maybe 30% of the year. So he missed a lot of his socialisation and, all those important learning steps before starting school this year. It was late, just after winter last year. I spoke to my friend Michaela and said, what have you got? What's going on? I need some help. And she introduced us to the products, and we haven't looked back. And we just went through last winter without even visiting the doctor, which is like amazing. And we've just been able to fight things off a lot quicker. Yesterday, my son came down with the flu, so I double dosed him on the fruit and veg yesterday and today, and he's right to go back to school tomorrow. So, normal kids are off school for like a week and a half. With the flu, it just hangs on and you can't get rid of it. So, it's just amazing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jo, and congratulations to you two launching tonight.
Thank you.
So our final quick share tonight is from Sal. Hey, Sal, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
Awesome. Now, hun, I know you've got an exciting story too, because you're teaming up with your hubby and you're doing the 8-week shred. So tell me, what got you excited about the Juice Plus, products and the program, and also the 8-week shred program?
What got me interested was you, Kate, was because we're friends on Facebook and we've been working together in past years. So every time I see your post come up on Facebook, it was so inspirational. And then I looked at myself and I looked at my husband and our lifestyle. And once you posted up on Facebook, I said, nah, that's it. I'm making a lifestyle change for my family. I want to, a healthier future for all of us, also for extended family and for our kids, and hence the reason why I'm here tonight. It was just something that I wanted to do for them, just to make sure that we're all on the same track, eating right, being healthy as a family, and also to inspire my husband just to be on the right track, and just to be here for us, you know, in the long term. Hence why I wanted to jump on board and take this on, and also to challenge ourselves that, you know, if we can do it, then our families out there can also do it. So we've really benefited from taking this on board, and also we got our son into it, and his whole attitude about eating fruits and veggies has changed, and it's been amazing. It's an amazing journey, and we love every minute of it.
That is so awesome. Well done. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see your whole family's health change, and congratulations for taking that amazing step, and also for launching your business tonight. So to everyone who's launching tonight, Sal, Joe, Sally and Rose, congratulations. We are going to, you know, talk about the business opportunity. You know, there is an amazing online business opportunity with Juice Plus. Not only is it a fantastic product and program and company, but, you know, we get to do an amazing online business by helping people. So I'm going to get our lovely team member, Sam. Sorry, Sam, I'm just going to find you and spotlight you. And Sam's going to share just a little bit about, you know, starting off how our business is structured, and how we do the business. So, okay, I'm going to have to chuck everyone in gallery view so I can find Sam.
Sorry, I'm called Lenovo GBSW. This is
there you are. Name. Awesome. Thanks for that. That's so much easier.
Not my computer, so I'm trying to fit everything in. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you now.
Beautiful. Hi, guys. Thanks for jumping on. So my name's Sam. I've been with the company now for about 14 or 15 months. I lose track of time, but yeah, it's been such an amazing experience. I'm so glad that I said yes and jumped on one of the events and took a closer look at it. So what I'm going to do tonight is just sort of share a bit about how our business is structured and how that's a little bit different from traditional business. We'll sort of point out the elephant in the room. I guess one of the first things that my mum said to me when I was saying that I was looking at this type of business was, she said to me, oh, that's one of those pyramid things, isn't it? And I didn't really know what a pyramid thing was, to be honest. It wasn't, you know, that's before my time. And that's because they've been illegal since probably, I think it's in the 70s. Now, our product's been around for over 25 years, and the company behind our product has been around for over 45 years. So I'm thinking if they were into something illegal, we probably would have been caught out by now. So we're all safe there. We're not going to be going to jail anytime soon. But our business is structured differently from a traditional business. So with a traditional business, which my partner, he owns traditional businesses. He's the CEO of his company. So you've got the CEO at the top, and then you've got your workers sort of down the bottom. So we're in a retail business with him. So he's got, you know, the retail employees at the bottom. Then we've got sort of the store management level. We've got regional management level, state management level, and we have him. So traditional business, it's kind of shaped like a bit of a, I like to call it a triangle. Someone call it a pyramid, but it's a really good business model and it works quite well. But for me, I'm not the CEO of this business. I'm one of these guys down the bottom here. As majority of the people, they do work in sort of the, I guess, the worker bee line. I know from experience that I did sort of dabble in the store management side of things, and that was great. You know, you get a little bit more pay, a little bit more stress, but what I actually found, it was a lot more competitive. And for me to actually go to the next level, I actually had to beat my co-workers to get there, and it wasn't sort of that supportive environment that I was really looking for. If you're a super competitive person and you like pushing other people out of the way to get, you know, ahead in life, that's awesome, and that works really well for some people. But for me, it just really wasn't my cup of tea. So what I loved about our Juice Plus business when I sort of learnt about it was that it was structured more like a box. So it's not a very good square, is it? Let's just actually draw a square. Similar sort of setup where we all come in as a virtual franchisee at the bottom of the compensation plan. We all start at the same level, no matter sort of, you know, what university degree you've got, how much money you've got. You can't buy or sort of, you know, squeeze your way in at the top here. We all start at the bottom. And then the difference with us is there's not one CEO position. There is unlimited potential for everyone to reach the national marketing director level, which is our sort of version of CEO. Now, what I love about this is, like, we have the same thing where we have sort of different levels in our company structure, but with our structure, the only way for you to progress up to the other levels is to help someone else to do the same. So I love that this business is a teaching and coaching business, and it's about helping other people better their lives, not beating them and pushing them out of the way to better your own. So it's really it's helped me to become a better person, become more supportive of those around me. So I absolutely loved that about our structure. And I'm not saying that traditional business is a bad structure, but I do love the features of ours. So yeah, that's my little part that I'm going to share with you tonight. I'm going to pass over to Nat, who's going to share a little bit more about how our business works too.
Hey, thanks so much, Sam. So yeah, I'll share a little bit about the next thing that I guess came up, and this was a big one for me. I'm a mum of 2 kids, and although I'd worked in traditional jobs and been an expert for a long time, when I looked at this sort of business opportunity, the first thing I thought was that I'd have to run around and, beat everyone. I guess that was the competitive way that, working in traditional business had actually set that up for me. So I thought, I have to go around and I have to find all of these customers before someone else does, and that was just not something that, I wanted to do. I really loved and valued the products, and what I found was that just simply by sharing them with other people was how I was naturally going to grow a business. So for me, I was introduced to our company by Kate, my sister-in-law. So here's me. And Kate introduced the products to me quite early on, and I'd started out and just started using them, basically. Found some really amazing results. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do this business, or even if I was going to, but I knew that, there was definitely an opportunity to make the products a little bit cheaper for myself if there was someone out there that was interested. So I didn't really go actively searching for my first team member. But really quickly on, my PT and very close friend Sam, who just spoke, was starting to see some results, and she really couldn't argue that the product was working. She'd been my PT for a little while, and we definitely talked about meal plans and goal setting, and to start seeing those results, I guess she quickly saw that there was a way that she would be able to help more people in less time, rather than standing in a field at 5 a.m. in the morning. So for her, she saw the opportunity really early on, and I guess that helped build my belief in the business as well. Sam reached out to her niece, Jess, who was just about to go on maternity leave, and really just reached out and shared the opportunity that, potentially this could be something for her, to be able to grow an income from home, working in and around her daughter, and not having to worry about the stress of going back to work. Jess met a few mums, and Lauren was one of those who was on earlier as well. And Lauren really saw the value in doing something the same. So, going through this type of business, the one key thing that I learned really early on was that it's a teaching business. So the system's been written, just excuse me one second. Sienna, can you just give me 1 minute, please, honey? I'll be in a minute. Was that it was simply a teaching business. So providing the information and things that Kate had been taught to be successful within our business, I then learnt, and she shared that with me, and then I shared that with Sam. The really cool thing is that besides Kate and Sam, these were the only 2 people within this particular business line that, I'd met in person, and it just continues to grow with and without that. So Kate obviously went on and taught other people within the business. Can you step back just for 1 minute, please? 1. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Everything's a yes, you can after 8 o'clock, isn't it, for children? Then we've got our, so Kate reached out and shared it with some other friends that she had and taught them the same type of business. Myself, other people naturally started to ask me about this new business that I was doing. And I really just shared exactly what I'd done with those people as well. Sam quickly jumped on, and as she saw that, you know, Kate and I were going out and reaching out and teaching other people, she started to do exactly the same thing. So new team members jumped on for her. And the same again. So the system is basically just that teachability that I was saying. So each team member, whilst they're going out and attracting customers, we're also teaching them how to teach other people. So you can sort of see that after a while of people just adding new team members and growing in their customer base, it starts to take over like a bit of a popcorn effect. The really cool thing is that each time the system duplicates, it adds value obviously to your business, but it also means that, you know, when you take a step back and decide to, you know, if you want to have a day off, for example, you know, in a traditional job, one, you've got to leave or, you know, call someone and have an awkward conversation and say, you know, I'm not feeling the best today, I can't come in. In my traditional or in my new business and in this one, you know, if I'm having a bad day, I'm having a bad day. Every single person that's within your business and connected, we're all here to, you know, do the same thing and, you know, grow the same dreams for the future. And that really is to take us away from those traditional businesses for whatever reason it is that you want. So, you know, having that time to be able to step back means your business will continue to grow, because every single person you've brought into that business also has their own invested interest as to why they want to make their business work too. So that's definitely something that, you know, I had to get out of the way in the beginning, was simply just to teach others to teach others. So I'll hand over to Jess, who's going to share the fun part, I guess, of our business event tonight. So Jess, if you're there, just wanting to share the next section.
Hello. Yes, I am. And this is the beauty of this business. I'm just managed to get my teething baby down. So us mums, we can multitask no matter how busy we are and still make money. It's amazing. So yes, I love talking about this part, because the amazing thing about this business is that we get paid to help people, and the money that comes into our bank account really is just a direct reflection of, you know, the lives that we've been able to change. And honestly, for me, I really can't put a price on that, but it sure does, you know, put a smile on your face to be able to, you know, help your family and really make a difference, but be there for the important times that you don't want to miss, and you don't want to pay someone else, in my case, to raise your own children. So the awesome thing about this business structure is that we actually get paid 3 ways. My fiance is a builder, and I don't know, every job that I've ever had, I definitely only got paid 1 way. I think if I did a really, really good job, I used to work for an optical store as well, and I think if we did really well and we hit all our targets, we got a bit of a bonus, like I think it was like once a year, or I think it was like once every 2nd year. But my fiance, with his business, he gives his apprentice, you know, a couple $100 at the end of the year, but otherwise I don't know anyone else that gets them. So we get paid 3 ways: retail, commission, and bonuses. You can see that, yeah. So retail is fantastic. So when we connect one of you know, someone with the products through sharing our results and what we're loving about them, just like we would recommend. So say my hairdresser, I adore her and I love what she does for my hair. I can't give her credit for this. This is just wild main. But you know, people ask me like, where do you get your hair done? I go, well, you know, this is my hairdresser and I love her. I definitely recommend her. And that's what we do with this business. We honestly just share these products with people that are looking for something, looking for another way, and we get paid retail profit for that. So that's really cool. When we grow our team, we also get paid commission. So we get commission on our team's orders as well. So that's really, really cool. And bonuses, as I was talking about before, I don't know too many people that get those, and we definitely get those. And it's not just a one-off. We actually get quite a few. I've been doing this business now for, it'll be 12 months in a couple of weeks, which is pretty exciting. And I reckon I've picked up about close to $5,000 in bonuses. So, and it's just continuously kind of happening. So if you're keen for them, they're there to be collected, and I really, really love that. So I'm going to explain this business structure, the compensation plan for the bonuses, because that's probably the easiest one to understand. So I'll just try and hold this whiteboard so you can see a bit better. But when you come into this business, as Sam said, you come in as a virtual franchisee. We don't expect you to remember any of these acronyms, all good. But one of the first big promotions that you get in this business is SDVF. And as Nat was saying, this business is a teaching business. So it's all about helping others learn to do what we do. And the amazing thing is with this company is they not only reward the person that you've helped to get there, or when you get to this level, but the person that taught you also gets that bonus. So when you reach SDVF, you get a $400 bonus, and your teacher, your sponsor, gets a $400 bonus. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely something that helped us out a lot at home here. So we're really lucky tonight. One of the beautiful girls in my team, Amber, she's very nervous because I've kind of put her on the spot, but she's going to share her journey to SDVF and what attracted her to the business and what she's loving.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks, Jess, for putting me on the spot. I was introduced to the business by my friend Lauren about 2 months ago. I have been on the product for about 5 months now, and I did turn down the business to begin with because I thought I didn't have the time to do it. But we moved back home to where all my family is, and I didn't want to have to go back to work because I am a nurse and shift work just isn't family friendly with a little one. So I decided to get into the business, and I'm just so glad that I did that. My car payments were luckily a little bit ahead, but it was also coming up to having to pay them again. So I was actually able to put a car payment down this month with my bonus, which was huge, and take that pressure off my husband as well.
Yeah. That's awesome, honey. And what are you excited for in the future? What do you think this could be for you?
Hopefully more time with my son and my husband, instead of having to go back to nursing and looking after other people's families instead of my own.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Amber, and I'm very proud of you. That takes a lot of guts to step up, especially, it's a bit daunting the first time. So yeah, very proud of you, and absolutely, and that's really one of the amazing things about this business is, we're all busy. We all, this business is beautiful for mums because it really does give us the opportunity to be at home. So we're not missing those important moments. I know I didn't want to pay someone to raise my daughter, while I went to work, and missed all those, really important first moments that you can't get back. So it's really amazing that this business kind of just fits into our lives and gives us a life. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing, honey. That was amazing. Very proud of you. So the next level in the business, better hold on to the board properly, is SC, Sales Coordinator. And when you reach this level in the business, you get a $600 bonus. So as you can see with the bonuses, they tend to get bigger. Well, they don't tend to, they do. As you go up, the levels, the bonuses increase. So it's really, really awesome. The next level in the business is SSC, which the bonus for this one, it then doubles, is $1,200. I better raise that up. $1,200, and the person that teaches you also gets a $1,200 bonus. So I've been very lucky, and still in shock a little bit that I reached this level in the business. I think 2 months ago now, as someone who what attracted me to the business was the fact that I loved the products previously. I really liked the idea that I could save some money on my own products and maybe even get them for free. As a pregnant 6-month pregnant woman, planning to take a year off my job as a primary teacher, but not really knowing where that money was going to come from. The idea that, possibly what if, this could actually be something. So I kind of, dived at the opportunity and thought, what have I got to lose? And what's really amazed me is just by, biting off, a chunk at a time. I've been able to work through these levels. I've met the most incredible group of people that are all out on the same mission. I've always been passionate about health and fitness and making and helping people feel their best. And the fact that kind of marries my passion and really getting people healthier in a way that's, it's very inclusive. This opportunity, both for the product and the business opportunity, it doesn't discriminate. You don't have to be a super healthy person to be able to benefit from this product. Anyone and everyone can benefit from fruits and vegetables, and none of us get enough in. And everyone can benefit from more wealth. We're all busy, we're all working, full-on jobs, or, being a mum at home, which is full-on, and we don't have time to take on another job that pays us just for our time. So the fact that, it can help anyone, it's just been pretty incredible for me in meeting so many different people. So in that time, I've been able to not only pay for my maternity leave, pretty much we're almost at our 12-month mark now, but my work actually had some pretty big cuts a couple of weeks ago and said to me, look, unless you come back full time, sorry, Jess, we can't have you back. And I was able to say, look, that's okay. I'm fine. And for something that I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to do this just to get some money back on my products, to now be able to, not have to go back to work and stay at home with my daughter and not miss those critical, crucial moments that I've always said that I wanted to be there for, but didn't know if I could. You can't really put a price on that. So also paying for our new house that we've just built all by myself is pretty awesome. So very excited for the future. We have 2 more levels in the business, which are QNMD, which when you reach this level in the business, you get a $1,500 bonus, and the person that taught you also gets $1,500. And Kate, who was sharing the beautiful products with us earlier, is going to share her story and her journey to QNMD with us. Is that right, Kate?
Hey Jess, thanks so much for that. I think as I shared my story before, I got introduced to the business back in September 2014, I think. And I started my business, my business after 6 months of being on the product and program and getting amazing results, that I decided, after watching some friends do amazing things and really change, their life and create freedom, that I thought, what if this could be for me? I was really struggling with being a full-time mum, juggling the boys, and trying to fit time in for me, that I was finding that I was starting to say no to the things that I loved. And so I said yes, and I'm so glad that I did, because I quickly found out that I did only need to do this in 10 to 15 minutes a day on Facebook, on my phone, which, I was already doing anyway. But now I could actually create an income through an online business built around sharing on Facebook, which I was already doing but not getting paid. So I love the fact that I just really continued to do something I was already doing but get paid for it. And then there was an amazing system, an amazing business that, these friends were sharing with me and showing me exactly how to do I was learning as I went, and I didn't have to be an expert, which I absolutely loved. And, you know, since starting the business, you know, I basically, before the business, I wasn't dreaming about travel because it was not a reality. We were struggling to make ends meet. There was definitely more month than money, and the thought of going on an overseas holiday or, you know, traveling was just not on the radar. We'd go camping. That was our family holiday. So I got to actually renew my passport and go overseas, thank you to the business. I got to go on a great trip with a really amazing like-minded bunch of people and find out exactly what this business was about. I got to go to the States and see our manufacturing plant, see conference on a large scale, and visit Nashville, which was an experience for a little Aussie girl. So I absolutely loved that. It was a trip of a lifetime, and when I got back, I had a renewed passion for what I was already excited about. And you know, by the end of last year, I was able to buy, well, my husband and I were able to buy his dream car, which is a big boy toy Ford Ranger. And you know, he works so hard, and he always put, you know, myself and the kids in the good car, and he drove the other car, and it was so nice to be able to, as a family, to afford that with this extra income we were earning from Juice Plus. And it was the first time in our lives that we didn't have to sell a car to buy a car. So there was no trade-in involved. The car that he was driving, we owned outright, and we got to give that to my mum, which was really, really special for me because my mum's a widow. She's also a pensioner, and you know, she struggles, and she looks after us, and she continues to look after me and my family. So I got to give her something that I knew was going to, you know, bring her happiness and joy and put her in a better car. And you know, I love the fact that I'm now not only impacting my own life and my immediate family, but it's now starting to go outside of that, and I'm able to help my mum, and, you know, I'm able to support her not only with the car, but we pay for the rego and the insurance, and there's things that, you know, I can make it easier for her, and I can contribute. And now that I've quit work, you know, I'm able to be on the P&C at school. I'm able to help out at reading groups, and I'm actually able to contribute to more than just, you know, my family and my life and just be in my bubble. I feel like I'm a part of, you know, the community again, and I'm able to contribute. So I love the freedom that I'm now experiencing, that I said what if, and I did. I went all in and I achieved it, and I'm still achieving. I'm still dreaming, and my goals are getting bigger, and my why is growing, because now I just want to help other people do the same. I want to work with people that do want to make a change, that, you know, are allowed to dream again, because I remember when I didn't, and I want to help others dream again. And I really just want to help them achieve this in stolen moments, in their own time. And that's what I love about this. It's not a race. It's definitely a 2 to 4 year career. I was fortunate enough, I did quit my job in under 2 years, but, you know, I've still got goals I want to achieve and freedom I want to create. And, you know, I love the fact that I'm doing it, and I'm doing it with an amazing community. So thank you so much, Jess. I'll hand it back over to you, hon.
Thanks, Kate. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to do the last level in the business now. I've pre-written it just to make sure you can see it, but the pinnacle position, you can see where my daughter's ripped that bit off, is NMD, which is a $3,000 bonus. And by this stage, the person that taught you is generally earning around 6 figures, so I don't think they need a bonus then. So, we're going to get Lorian to share his journey with us tonight. Thanks for jumping on, Lorian. If you just want to share.
Yeah, hey guys, how you going? So my name's Lorian. I've been a part of Juice Plus Company for about 2 years now. I first came across it through a client of mine who got some amazing results on the product, and I just got really curious about, you know, was there a business behind this? I was at a stage in my life where I was working 50, 60 hours a week. I was about 50 grand in debt at the time. I had 3 credit cards maxed out. I was really looking for something. I was looking for ways to create additional income. I'd read a lot of books. I'd tried a lot of different opportunities, and nothing really panned out. You know, I spent a lot of time, energy, and effort building someone else's dreams for many, many years. And, you know, I was ambitious, you know, but just never really found the right opportunity or vehicle to create that. And so when I came across this, I saw that the product was amazing. And I got curious about the business, and I met a guy who told me about these kids in the UK that were earning some pretty ridiculous amounts of money. And I've got to be honest, I was really skeptical because I'd been burnt in the past, you know, but, you know, I saw the product was awesome, and I thought, you know, if not this, then what? You know, what am I going to do? I'm going to work for 50, 60 hours a week for another 40, 50, 60 years and be in the same position probably that I still was. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a crack, and for $130 or whatever it was when I started, what have I got to lose? And it really just started off as a half an hour to an hour proposition in the beginning for me, and it started to grow. We went on a trip to America that would change my life forever. It was the most amazing trip I've ever been on. I'll never forget it. The stories, the people, the places, it was amazing. And so when I caught that big vision of what this really could be, I just thought, you know, what if? You know, what if I could be one of those people that I saw up there having the lifestyle that I wanted? And I just, you know, I got really curious about what those people were doing. You know, I got really curious about how are they having that life. And so I went to work. And look, I've got to be honest, it's why I wasn't an overnight success. You know, I don't think anyone is. But I was consistent. I kept turning up. I got curious about what the top earners and leaders were doing. And I started to mirror and model them. And things started to change. You know, it's been 2 years now. 8 months ago, I retired from my traditional business. I'm earning multiple 6 figures in this business now. I've paid off all my debts. I've got complete lifestyle freedom. You know, I wake up every single morning and I design my life. You know, I decide how I want to live it. I go to yoga, go surfing. I work a few hours a day. I catch up with my team. But I think, you know, I live in a pretty nice place now. I drive a pretty nice car. You know, I get to do some amazing holidays and trips overseas. But I think, you know, more important than that, I get to help my family. You know, my mum and my dad, they're both pensioners. They don't have much money. You know, and I get to help them out financially now, which, you know, means more than anything. And I know what it's like to struggle. Why I do this business is because, you know, I've been down in the dumps. I've been massively in debt. I've worked my ass off. I've slept on the street. You know, I've been a homeless youth. I didn't finish high school. I know what it's like to be there. And to know the greatest gift that I, you know, have now is to share the gift of creating an additional, you know, income stream, or, you know, helping people create a better lifestyle, because that's what I've been able to create. And nothing gives me more joy than to help other people have what I now have and have that lifestyle freedom. And sure, some people, you know, they have a lot of money, but do they have lifestyle freedom? And that's always the question that I ask. You know, do they get to see their kids every day? Do they get to have the holidays when and where they want them? Work with, you know, design their life, work where they want, with who they want, when they want. And that's kind of what we do now. And it's through a vehicle of better health and nutrition. And when I realized I could reach people on a global scale rather than just one-on-one, okay, you know, that's just blew my mind. And the ripple effect out that has. You know, the 2 biggest problems in the world right now are health and wealth. You know, there's so many people, disease is rampant, too much sugar and inflammation in the body creates all these diseases. The other thing is, you know, wealth and lifestyle. Like, there's so many people out there that don't see their kids enough, that are struggling, that are massively in debt. And so, you know, that's what we get to help people with. That's why we're here. And I'll shut up now and I'll hand it back over to you girls. Thanks so much for having me on. And, you know, it really is just the beginning. We have created massive momentum here in Australia. We're only just getting started. My personal business is growing at a ridiculous rate just this month alone. I promise I'll be quiet after this. Just this month alone, my business has doubled its record month ever. So it's actually doubled the biggest month we've already had. We're on track to do that this month, which is crazy. And I don't say that to impress you, just to impress upon you the growth, the momentum, the systems that we have, the incredible people like Kate and Jess and all the girls that are on here tonight. They're all a part of that. The movement that they're creating, empowering mamas, empowering other women and men to just, you know, better their lives. There's nothing better than that. And that's what's truly fulfilling and why I wake up every single day with a mission to change people's lives through better health and nutrition, but wealth and lifestyle. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lorraine. I'll hand back to Jess to finish it off for us tonight.
Oh, sorry, got me unawares. So, yeah, basically, guys, thank you so much for logging on tonight. And, you know, if you jumped on to, you know, support one of your friends, you know, whether they keep you dragging or screaming or just to cheer them on, or you're just taking a closer look, if any of this resonates with you, even just a tiny bit, please keep coming back to watch these events. Go to the person that invited you and keep asking those questions. We love helping you, you know, find the answers that you're looking for so you can make an excited decision. Yeah, so thank you for jumping on. Have a fantastic night, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. Thanks, Jess. I'm going to put everyone on gallery view so we can all say goodbye. So congratulations, everyone, again that launched. Thank you for everyone that shared their story. And thanks everyone who jumped on to support. As Jess said, it's really exciting to see you all here to support your friends and family. So that's really awesome. Feel free, if anyone's got any questions, they can certainly, you know, take themselves off mute and ask us now. You know, we're all happy to have a chat while we're here. So if you've got anything, you can take yourself off mute and say hi. But yeah, we'll all we will definitely all see you again soon. And if you do have questions, as Jess said, just reach out and definitely get those answered. You know, everyone I think has some level of skepticism and needs some more answers and more questions. So yeah, we were definitely all those people. What was that, Jess?
I said yes, massively. Most of us that are here were huge skeptics at the start. I don't think anyone, I won't say that, I won't generalise, but, you know, most of us, I think our natural reaction is to be skeptical of things because, you know, there is so much stuff out there. But I think that's where the really great thing is, you know, how much research and backing this has. And I don't know, you just can't argue with people's personal stories. So, yeah, we're all skeptics here, so ask whatever questions you need to get the answers that you're after.
Definitely. And I think, you know, we were all brought up to think like if it's too good to be true, it mustn't be true. But you know, we are a community of people that I guess show you that you know, lives do change, health does change. But yeah, you've definitely find out for yourself and ask those questions. So congratulations again to the new team launching. I know some of you have got amazing health results already, Sally and Joe, and I know Sal and Rose, you know, are just starting on their journey, which is really exciting, and they can see some amazing things just already. And I just think, you know, I cannot wait to check back in and hear your story in a month, and then 2 months, and but yeah, it's really awesome. And awesome for Amber to be popped on the spot, one of our brand new SDVFs, now Nurse and a Bubba. Yeah, I think it's really cool that we are all multitasking mums. Not everyone. I shouldn't say everyone's a multitasking mum, but everyone's multitasking something in some way, whether it be you know, their work or their children or other people's children in some cases out there tonight. We've got babysitting going on. So yeah, pure gold. I love you all for multitasking and coming on to support the team. So I think we'll sign off now and say bye-bye.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you. Thanks, Jess.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.